Ellen McCauley prayed off in Syracuse, New York. I have a bone to pick with every single person in this room. The very first night of Pray It Off, session 25, I gave out the 8 best diets to lose weight, and they were science, evidence-based. Not one of you came up to me and said, Ellen, it's the 8 best diets. There's only 6 of them. I forgot a page. And you know when I realized that I forgot a page? When I'm preparing future meetings. I'm like, well, wait a minute. That wasn't in the first packet. Now, one of you said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's not 7 and 8. The 7th diet that's the most popular, when I say most popular, I'm talking, not popular, evidence-based for losing weight and keeping it off. And I'm going to reiterate here. The number 1, Mediterranean. Number 2, DASH. Thank you for paying attention. Number 3, Weight Watchers. Number 4, vegan. Not vegetarian, vegan. We're going to talk about that tonight. Number 5 is the flexitarian, which I like. We're talking about that next week. Number 6 is intermittent fasting, which I've learned to love, and we're going to talk about that on February 6th. Then there's volumetrics. Here I run a weight loss group. I've been doing it for 12 years. I've never heard of volumetrics. Anyone else? No. Anyone ever try it? Well, well, according to what I've seen so far, the whole principle is you can eat a lot more. So I bet you guys can't wait till I get to that one. But there is a little caveat. It's probably fruits and vegetables, okay? So, and then the 8th one is Jenny Craig. Now, I did everything. I did Nutrisystem. I did the Diet Center. I did Weight Watchers. Oh my gosh. 20 times, maybe more. I drank the drink, whatever it was, up at Community General. I did everything but have gastric bypass surgery. But guess what? I never did Jenny Craig. I won't call on you. Anyone do Jenny Craig here? One? Just one. Well, we're going to talk about it. Jenny Craig costs money. So there's 2 of the 8 cost money. Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig. But we'll talk about that. Tonight we're going to talk about the vegan diet. Now you might say, Ellen, I don't really know anything about the vegan diet. Well, guess what? In this packet is not a partial, not a halfway. It is a complete guide for beginners. And you might say, I'm going to go to a special place because there ain't no stinking way that I will give up meat. So Ellen can just Charlie Brown's teacher up there, about the vegan diet, because I will never do it. Just listen. I mean, I learn a lot every day by just listening. And you might not be able to do it completely, but there might be some things as a takeaway. So don't go to your special place. Pay attention. So, what the heck is the vegan diet? Veganism excludes all forms of animal exploitation and cruelty, whether for food, clothing, or any other purpose. The diet is devoid of animal products, including meat, eggs, and dairy. I'm not going to call on you. Has anyone ever been on a vegan diet? 1, 2, 3. I'm surprised about you. I'm pointing to, no, not you, you. Yes, you. You know why? Because every young person who goes to college comes home and says, Mom and Dad, I cannot believe that you're killing animals and eating this life. Because I am now a vegan. So we went through it with all the kids. We even had the tofu turkey at Thanksgiving on the side. One of our children was so bad that it was like, she was like a kosher vegan. Like the utensils from the meat couldn't touch the utensils from the vegan products. And I'm like, what are you, kosher? She goes, what does that mean? I go, no. So the thing is, there's different kinds of vegans. So like anything in life, there's different kinds. There's the whole food vegan. That means they only eat fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. They don't eat Oreos because, believe it or not, Oreos is a vegan product. They don't eat any processed vegan food. They only eat real foods. Then there is the raw food vegan, a diet based on raw foods. They never cook it. They don't cook their veggies. It's raw and cold. Then there's the 80, 10, and 10. What that is it's a low-fat, raw food diet, otherwise known as the fruitarian diet. It limits nuts and avocados and relies on raw foods and grains. Then there's the starch solution. You guys might like this one because it's high carb. It focuses on potatoes, rice, and corn. Okay. I suggest that if you're 90 and you're a college student. 90 pounds, not 90 years old, 90 pounds. Also, I like this one too. This one's raw till 4. So you eat raw foods, and then after 4, you can cook them. People make this stuff up. I'm not making it up. It's in print here. People think I'm making this up. There is a raw till 4 diet. Okay. Then there's the Thrive diet, where it's raw food, some little cook at low temperatures. And you might be sitting out there going, this is crazy. Just listen. But my favorite one of all is the junk food vegan diet. It relies heavily on mock meats and cheeses, fries, mock cheeses. They're not real cheese. Mock meat, mock cheese, fries, vegan desserts, and other heavily processed vegan foods. You know, like that new burger at McDonald's, vegan burger. But you know what? It's so unhealthy. It has so much sodium. These junk food vegan diet is terrible. Most of the people who are on it mainly are doing it for the quote-unquote environment. Like they think that the people who are making these junk foods aren't polluting our world. But anyway, vegan diets can help you lose weight. All right, I'm going to bring everybody back again because we're talking about food. People can't stop it. They can't stop talking to their neighbor. We're talking about food. Oh my gosh. All right. Vegan diets can help you lose weight. The trouble with many, many, many people in this group isn't that they have to give up meat and go on a vegan diet. They're not eating any vegetables. Any. And when you say, Ellen, you are so exaggerating. I mean it. There are people not eating any vegetables. No, I'm only kidding. But still, they're not eating any vegetables. Maybe a few fruits. I'm thinking that maybe for Lent, instead of giving up chocolate, which everyone likes to do, which I think is the most ridiculous Lenten thing ever, but anyway, that's just me. How about going on a vegan diet for 40 days? People are out there going, oh my God! Are you getting it? All right. It helps your blood sugar. All right, I'm going to have to hustle. It's going on. It helps your heart. It helps your blood sugar, your heart. You have a lower cancer risk. I'm going to bring you back in, everybody. It helps your inflammation. It helps your kidney function. Helps with Alzheimer's disease. You have to avoid meat, poultry, fish, seafood, dairy, eggs, any meat products, anything with an animal-based ingredient. So what do you eat? You eat tofu, legumes, nuts, seeds, calcium-fortified plant milks and yogurts, algae, nutritional yeast, whole grain cereals and pseudo-cereals, sprouted and fermented plant foods, and fruits and vegetables. I think I lost them at vegan. But anyway, you just have to say to yourself, what do I want to do in my life? Do I want to try different things? Some of that food looks a little crazy, but there's a lot of vegetables. There's a lot of fruits. You don't have to eat all those things. It gives you a sample menu here. You can have a tofu breakfast sandwich. You can have a lot of different things. So read that over. And then there's even fresh vegan snacks. I never had hummus till my kids became vegan. And guess what? None of them are vegan anymore. But I never had hummus before. I'm like, hummus? What the heck is that? Oh my gosh, are you kidding? What? I like it now.
Yeah, we do
like it. Also, there's frequently asked questions. Can I eat raw food as a vegan? You can eat raw vegetables or cooked. Will it help you lose weight? Yes. Then there's just a million of these there. Now I have included some recipes here. The vegetable quiche cups are not vegan because they have liquid egg substitute, but they are good for you, and if you want to try them, they're a good recipe. I put it in there before I realized that egg substitute wasn't vegan. I looked it up. Another thing a lot of people are talking lately about, and I'm going to get to that in just a second. There's winter fruit salad, which is vegan. There's Italian vegetable bake, which is vegan if you drop the cheese. There's cauliflower salad, which is vegan. And then there's the crunchy crab salad with tomato, which is vegan. And you might say, Ellen, they all look really good, and I think they do. So next week when I talk about the flexitarian diet, you may want to have some of those vegan or these recipes here that don't look bad. It is Girl Scout cookie season. And some of my private offers have said to me, Ellen, what am I supposed to do when my granddaughter wants me to buy Girl Scout cookies? And I say to them, I think you should buy 10 boxes. And they're like, really? I said, yes, because the food pantry, a Holy Family, loves getting Girl Scout cookie donations. And then they look at me and they say, well, can't I freeze them? And I'm like, freeze them for who? For you? Are you freezing them to when you get down to your goal weight and then you're going to unfreeze them? Freezing them for who? So here's what I say about Girl Scout cookies. They're great. I love them. We're in a weight loss group. Somebody at work was selling them. The Holy Family Pantry will even take boxes from people at work that you buy from. You bring it on the table, the pantry will get them. I really don't expect to see a lot of Girl Scout cookies on your food logs because guess what? You don't need them. You do not need them. If you want to buy them, great. If you want to eat them, not so great. Get out and walk. I am looking at this list here. Of the parks, I've been in Syracuse since 1972. That is 48 years. I've been to Beaver Lake, I've been to Green Lakes, and Onondaga Lake Park. I haven't been to any of the other parks. The trails, I've never been to any of those trails. The preserves, I've never been to any of those preserves. Why not? Why? Let's get out. And you might say, Ellen, it's winter. Then there's malls down there. Destiny, Great Northern, Shopping Town. Walk though, don't shop. And I am going to stop right here, Bobby. And I want to